Your Claude Code is slower than it was a month ago, and you probably have no idea why. Here is what actually happened. Every skill you tried, every MCP server you connected, every rule you bolted onto your Claude.md file, all of it is still there, quietly riding along in the background. It is dead weight, and it is stealing your context window and your speed on every single turn. Think of it like a race car that started the season light and fast and slowly got heavier and heavier until it was dragging. Well, in the newest version of Claude Code, there is one new command that works like a full pit crew for your setup. It finds all that junk and it actually fixes it in one pass. It is called /checkup. Let me show you exactly what it does and how to run it safely tonight. So, what is /checkup really? Here is the honest answer straight from the official docs. It is the new nickname for an upgraded command called /doctor, and it shipped in the latest version of Claude Code. It used to just check your install and tell you what was wrong. Now it is a full setup checkup that can actually fix things too. When you run it, it scans your whole setup and shows you a checklist. Each item with a little status icon, green for healthy, a warning for anything that needs attention. Then, and this is the important part, you press the F key and it walks through the fixes with you. It never rips things out behind your back. It confirms with you before it changes a single thing. So think of it as a pit stop where you stay fully in control. Now, let us walk through what the crew actually does. Fix number one, and this is the big one. It strips the dead weight off your car. Over time, you collect skills, MCP servers, and plugins that you tried once and never used again. But they do not just sit there quietly. Every one of them gets loaded into your context window at the start of every session, eating the space your actual code should be using. /checkup spots, the ones you are not really using, and offers to clean them out. Less clutter, more room to think, and a noticeably faster, sharper agent. This one fix alone is usually the difference between a car that drags and a car that flies. Fix number two is a sneaky one. Your Claude.md file is the rulebook you hand to the agent. But a lot of people end up with the same instructions written twice. Once in the version checked into the project, and again in their own local copy. That is like making the driver memorize the same page of the manual two separate times. It is wasted space and it can even contradict itself. /checkup compares your local rules against the ones checked into the repo, finds the duplicates, and offers to strip them out, so there is just one clean source of truth. Fix number three solves the opposite problem. A giant Claude.md file that has grown into a monster. When all your rules live in one huge file at the root, every session has to carry the whole thing, even the parts that only matter in one folder. /checkup can break that monster up. It moves the right rules into smaller, nested Claude.md files that only load when you are actually working in that part of the project, and it pulls reusable instructions out into skills. Same rules, but now the weight is spread across the car instead of piled in the trunk. Each corner only loads what it needs. Fix number four goes straight for the engine. Hooks are little commands that Claude Code runs automatically at certain moments, like formatting your code right after every edit. They are powerful, but a slow hook is a misfiring engine. If a hook takes 2 or 3 seconds and it runs on every turn, you feel that lag constantly, all day long. /checkup measures your hooks, spots the slow ones that are dragging you down, and offers to switch them off so your setup snaps back to being responsive. Fix number 5 is the simplest one, but people skip it constantly. It makes sure you are actually running the latest version of Claude Code. New speed improvements and features ship almost every week. And if you installed it once and never looked back, you are driving last season's car. /checkup checks your version and offers to update you to the newest one, so you always have the fresh tires and the latest upgrades under the hood. Quick pit radio driver, box, box, box. Before we send you back out for the last two fixes, pull in for just 1 second. If this is genuinely helping you get faster, the single most useful thing you can do is tap subscribe right here on YouTube. That is the whole ask. I spend the hours digging through every Claude Code release. So you get the upgrades explained in plain English without reading a single changelog yourself. And if you want the quick, sharp versions, I am on Instagram and Facebook too. Same name, Hyper Automation Labs. All right, you are refueled. Let us get the last two fixes on the car and send you back out. Fix number 6 shifts you into a higher gear. Claude Code has an auto mode where it can carry out the safe routine steps of a task without stopping to ask your permission at every single turn. If you have never turned it on, you are basically driving with the handbrake half engaged, approving things you would always approve anyway. Slash checkup can switch auto mode on as your default, so the agent flows through the boring parts and only pauses for the decisions that genuinely matter. Once you feel that, you never go back. And fix number 7 clears the pit lane. Every time Claude Code wants to run a command, it can stop and ask you to approve it. That is smart for anything risky. But if you keep denying the same harmless read-only commands over and over, like listing your files or checking Git status, you are just adding friction to your own day. Slash checkup looks at the safe, read-only commands you keep getting asked about and offers to pre-approve them. So the agent stops slamming on the brakes for things that were never dangerous in the first place. Smoother laps, fewer interruptions. So put it all together and look at the before and after. Before slash checkup, your setup is heavy. A cluttered context window, duplicated rules, a bloated rulebook, slow hooks dragging every turn, an old version, and constant approval prompts. After a single pass, all of that is gone. The car is light, the context is clean, the engine is tuned, and you are flowing. And here is why this actually matters. Beyond just feeling nice. A cleaner, lighter context does not only make Claude faster, it makes it smarter. When the agent is not wading through junk it does not need. It makes better decisions, and it costs you less money per run. Speed and quality from one command. Okay, so how do you actually run it? It could not be simpler. Open Claude Code and just type slash checkup or its original name slash doctor. They are the exact same thing. First, make sure you are on the newest version. And one honest note here, this feature is brand new. So if you do not see it yet, updating is step 1. When it runs, remember the golden rule. It confirms with you before it changes anything. So do not be afraid of it. Read each suggested fix and only approve the ones that make sense for you. It is a checkup, not surgery. You are always the one holding the keys. Now, to make this dead simple to actually do, I put together a free companion for this video. It is a 1-page Claude Code tune-up checklist. Every single one of these 7 fixes, in order, with exactly what to look for and what is safe to approve. So you can run your own checkup tonight without missing a thing. To grab it, just comment the word checkup on this video, and my bot will send it straight to you, or use the link in the description. And if this helped you go faster, subscribe here on YouTube and follow Hyper Automation Labs on Instagram and Facebook, because I break down every Claude Code update just like this. If you want to go further, my beginner guide walks you through using Claude Code properly from day 1, and I have deeper guides linked below too. Now, go run your checkup, and I will see you in the next one.